do any kind of deal in any kind of way, but how do you make a good deal? And when we talk about deals, it means that you have reached out to somebody and you are selling your product as an entrepreneur. It's either you are like Abasoft. Imagine the number of clients that Abasoft is working with, not only locally, but also people that are renowned. They have reeled out the names of organizations that are having impact all over the world. So how did Abasoft start? Because they have made impacts. They started by making deals. And what is a deal? If we say that we are making impact as entrepreneurs, a deal is an exchange of value. As an entrepreneur, what are you selling? What are you offering? Whatever it is that you are offering, whatever it is that you are selling, you are exchanging it. It is a value that you own. It is a value that belongs to you that you are exchanging. Your knowledge you are exchanging. It is a mutual exchange. Like when Abasoft was about to register our organization for us, we came together and we had a deal. It was a mutual exchange. They were offering something in exchange for us and also offering something to them. And when we talk about deals, we have deals that are anchor deals and we have deals that are mega deals. The anchor deals are the ones that you do every day, every day, every day. It is the foundation of the entrepreneurship. It is the foundation of your business because we're talking about technology for impact. And as an entrepreneur in this technology space, we are going to make impact and you have to start somewhere. And that is the anchor deal. This is what comes up. This is what makes your business to survive, these anchor deals that you make. And let us also look at mega deals because as entrepreneurs, we are going to have small businesses, we have small clients, and we also have big clients. We are talking about tech for impact. These mega deals are the ones that we can find that Abasoft is doing with organizations that are not only doing business in Nigeria, but also outside Nigeria. So those mega deals are the deals as an entrepreneur that makes you to be sustainable. Those are the deals that sustains your organization. It is the ones that sustain your entrepreneurship, that makes you stand, that makes you to be able, it is of high value. It is a significant deal. It is sustainable and it gives you financial sustainability. But for you to be an entrepreneur in the tech space, you must have capability. You must have gone to school. You must have done some learning. You must have done some training. It enables you, your capability enables you to be effective, to be able to perform effectively, so much so that your clients keep on coming to you. Your clients are keep on saying, Greenspring, your website is so beautiful. Who designed it for you? I'll give referral. I'll refer them to Abasoft. But if Abasoft does not have capability, if Abasoft does not produce effective performance for us, we will not be able to refer them. So as entrepreneurs and for us to make impact in the technology space, we must have capability. And how do we have capability? Is by building capacity. It's by capacity building. You build your skills. It is only when you build your skills that you can serve more people, you can serve more clients. If Abasoft does not satisfy all the clients that they have today, there will be no referral. So as entrepreneurs in the technology space, and for you to make impact, you must have capability, and you must keep on your capability by building your capacity in order to be effective. That is when you begin to have offers. People will begin to come to you. They will begin to propose, and it is only when you have capacity and you have capability that you can offer. You can offer your services to people. As an entrepreneur building websites, you have built somebody's website and the person is not satisfied. the person will not come to you again. The person will not make any proposal to you. So for you to be able to make impact in the world of work, wherever you are, where you make offers, you are making proposals, and you are giving them the opportunity to make deals with you. And when you are starting a deal, what do? What do people need? You look around you. We are talking about tech for impact. What do? What do other people's need? Can you give it to them? Can you meet other people's needs? You know, will you be able to deliver even when they come to you? Those are all the things that you need. And when you have already made that deal, you need to close the deal. By the time you are making an offer to somebody, there must be acceptance, as they taught us in law. When there's offer, there must be acceptance. And how do you close that deal? You must have an understanding with whatever person that you are doing a deal with. There must be a kind of MOU, that's Memorandum of Understanding. There must be an agreement or a contract for you to seal that deal. It gives you legal backing. Everything that you are doing with that organization, you put it on black and white for them to see. And then you close that deal and you sign. It is what you give that you get. It is what you get that you give. So you also need to announce whatever it is that you are doing. And that was what Abasoft did when we were starting this program. They announced all their customers. They announced all the people that they are doing business with. And they are able to announce these people because in the space of technology, they are making impacts. In the place of technology, they are doing well. So you must be able to announce whatever you are doing. How do you announce? You must have a social media platform. You must have a website, no matter how small it is. You must have a Facebook account. For young people, they are good at that. So don't say that I'm just a small business, I've not done anything. Put yourself out there. You must have visibility as an entrepreneur. Let the world see you. Let people see what you are doing. Put pictures out there, put blogs out there, put stories out there so that people can come and see what you are doing in that space. So for us as an organization, we are Green Springs Social Impact Academy. And what do? Our academy runs social programs. Our academy looks at entrepreneurs who are doing wonderful things, most especially women who are doing well in the world of work. They are social entrepreneurs who are doing wonderful things in the area of education, health, climate, environment, and all that. And we support them in our academy. For us, our other sister organization is Green Spring Development Initiative. We are an NGO that are working in the area of education and health. And for us, we look at young people who are making impacts, who are social entrepreneurs, who are doing good things, and we encourage them, we support them to be able to do much more than they are doing. So for us to make, finally, for us to be able to make impact in the area of technology, I want to say thank you so much to Abasoft for putting this together. And we hope that one or two people who have heard us, who want to reach out to us, can reach out to us through Abasoft Technology. Thank you very much for listening. Do not let us forget, for us to be able to make impact, we have to do deals. And deals are businesses. We're able to do anchor deals that are small businesses, mega deals. We do them with organizations that can support what we are doing. You must have capability for us to have effective performance. We should not do wishy-washy work. You know, people that do hands-on work, they find it difficult to do finishing. When an entrepreneur makes a dress or anything for you, the finishing is nothing to write home about. They give you excuses. But for us, we must have capability. And how do we do that is to continue to build capacity. for effectiveness in order for us to do well in whatever it is that we are doing. So for young people, please, capability is very important. Build your capacity. I want to say thank you to Abasoft because what we are doing here today is capacity building for us to be able to do better than how we have done before, and also for us to connect to other people. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.
You are welcome, Ma. Thank you. So if you enjoy the presentation, can you send an emoji for us to see that you really? So let's send an emoji for us to show our appreciation. You can see that thank you so much, Dr. Mekuye, Margaret Olabisi. She discussed a lot of things, but let me just pinpoint something. She said we have to be able to do this so that we can be able to make an impact. And also, capability is very, very important. So anything you are doing, you must be able to include your feasibility to it. Anything you are doing, either you are doing catering, you are doing fashion, you are doing anything you are doing, make use of social media in a better way. That's why you can see that it is very rampant these days that everybody are now content marketing, or should I say content creator rather. Then content creator is about what are you creating. It's about what are you creating. So anything you are doing, you must be able to make a feasibility. I believe that we have some question to ask, but I will not do the question now. We'll do the questioning later while we are moving to the next keynote speaker, who is going to tell us how to maintain our mental well-being on a tech space. Not only on a tech space, we just use tech space because our program is Tech for Impact. On your own way where you are doing your work, you cannot do with some mental health. How are you going to handle it? So, and the person who is going to do justice to that talk is a person that I'm very, very, very happy to listen to his presentation when it comes to mental health. So the person I'm calling on is Mrs. Mariam Owolabi Salas. Actually, we're supposed to read the biography of Mrs. Mekuye before Dr. Mekuye before she started our presentation. But before I will call on Mrs. Mariam Owolabi, before I will call on her, just give me like 50 seconds to read about Mrs. Mekuye biography. I believe everybody can see my screen so that for us to know how she has been to when it comes to this journey. So Dr. Mekuye is a social worker. She was an adjunct lecturer with Yaba College of Technology School of Management Study for several years. She is presently an adjunct lecturer at the College of Social Work at the Chartered Institute of Social Work Professionals of Nigeria, where she is also a fellow. She is the founder and executive director of Greenspring Development Initiative, an NGO. She is also the team lead of Greenspring Social Impact Academy, PLC, a social work and innovation academy established to offer social service support system and education. Our area of specialization is not restricted to gender advocacy, project management, as well as women and grief mentioning and empowerment. She is a substance use demand reduction professional and a child protection advocate. She promotes digital sustainable development and enable towards the implementation of Agenda 2030 and 2063 by participating in regional and international fora. With the invitation from the United Nations, ECOSOC, president, presiding on behalf of CSCSD with support from TAP Network under the auspices of Together 2030. She participated at the fire chat at the UN high-level political forum at the UN headquarters in New York in July 2022. She contributed to positional paper for UN major group and other stakeholders. She has also honored the invitation of the ECOSOC president to attend and make input into the implementation of SDG 16 in Roma, Italy in 2023, 2022, and 2023. She served as a steering committee member from 2022 to 2023 for Transparency, Accountability, and Participation, TAP Network USA, and International Coalition of CSO working to advance SDG 16. Our organization belongs to several network and coalition. Thank you so much, Dr. Mekuye. Apology for doing this thing late. You're supposed to have present that before you start your presentation, but it's not too far. Thank you so much, Ma. So while I will be reading the biography of Mrs. Mariam Owolabi Salas, kindly give me like 50 seconds to read biography. Mrs. Mariam Owolabi, founder MHR Alliance, Mental Health and Wellbeing, Mental Health Therapy, Women Wellness Advocate. Mariam Owolabi Salas is a certified trauma-informed therapist, educator, and a mental health strategist with over a decade of multi-sector experience spanning health, education, corporate development, and community engagement. She is the founder and CEO of the MHR, Mental Health and Relationship Alliance, fast-growing organization driving emotional wellness, psychosocial education, and relationship health across diverse populations. Mariam holds a degree in education with a specialization in psychology and a bachelor in science and technology education biology. She is a graduate of Datafy Research LLC Africa, a total member of Nigeria Institute of Management NIM, and is currently pursuing further academic advancement at Azahari Institute, Cairo. Her professional certification include family counseling, marriage and couple therapist, mental health first aid, suicide prevention and substance use management, leadership and conflict resolution, RET Nigeria, professional listener, 7 Cup of Tea USA. Currently, serving as a professional listener with 7 Cup of Tea, Mariam provides virtual mental health support to individuals worldwide. She is a member of Association of Professional Counselors of Nigeria, APROCON. Mariam has worked in various leadership roles, including HR Office, Coca-Cola, Hellenic, Business Development Management, Samofic Homes, Customer Support Manager, Shopify Nigeria, Educator and School Counselor, providing mental health support in academic environment. She is also the lead facilitator of 2050 Women Mental Wellness Scheme, a community-based mental health initiative focused on trauma recovery, emotional resilience, and personal development for women. Through this project, is currently supporting 250 women across Nigeria. Mariam is a sought-after public speaker and educator who has delivered impactful sessions on sex education, emotional intelligence, leadership, psychology, career counseling, and relationship management to audience, ranging from school pupils and undergraduate to couples and corporate professionals. She has been featured in leading media platforms, providing expert insights on mental health and social well-being. Can we send some emojis to welcome on board the person of Mrs. Mariam Owolabi Salas to do justice to the topic, how to maintain mental well-being on your tech journey? Thank you so much, Ma. You have the floor.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible enough. My name is Mariam Owolabi. I'm glad to be here today. So allow me share my screen while we proceed to what we are here to do today. How are we all doing? I guess we are fine. I just want to guess that. So, so there's a few minutes, please, and then we proceed on the journey of what we are here to do with regards. Okay. We want to say thank you to the organizers of this program today, Abasoft Technology, for giving us the opportunity to collaborate with them on this course that we have started with Tech for Impact. So Amateur Alliance is going to address maintaining mental wellness on your tech journey with a teletherapist. Okay, with a teletherapist, I guess that is me. Introducing myself once again, Olabimiriam Damlola, a mental health specialist. Okay, what we want to address on this topic that we're giving today, this session, is that we want us to know that tech life is inevitable. Tech life is inevitable. So it's a new normal life for everybody. This is not about it's not about categories, whether you're young or you're old. Indeed, you're going to take part. I hope everybody can see my screen. Okay.
Yes, 100.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so tech is a high performance and high demand, the low boundary field. So why do we need to take mental health alongside with tech? Because we know that if you want to make money in this country as we speak, and you're not in tech, or you must be, I don't know where you will be. And there's no profession you want to take, you want to work on, be it education, be it I don't know the skill, I don't know, even at the petrol station. You know, it's now digital as we speak at the moment. So there's no how you will not come across tech in your career life. But if you don't know how to balance it, or you're not aware that the mental health and wellness that you have is actually complaining about some stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce us to what we call technostrenius. Technostrenius has to do with the stress that accompanies the technology life of a tech person. So what are those things that we want to look at? How do we know that this is strenuous? This research has shown that the nearest generation to come will have a very bigger eyeball. Yes, a bigger eyeball. Yes, the eye will be more bigger, more protrude than the body. Why is this? This is happening because it's a sense that this generation actually spend long screen time. So we are telling the body system that we need the eyes more than any other part of the body system. So therefore, begin to anticipate seeing children having bigger eyeballs. So intense focus. When you're working on the tech system, whatsoever means you're using and communicating, you tend to focus, and then tech is a fast-growing industry, fast-growing industry. Before you know, they say this is Zoom. Before you know, this is Teams. Before you know, we also have many other platforms that you have to jump in, jump out. So fast-growing innovation, and that is enough to give us mental stress. So competitive pressures. What you can do, a lot of people can do it. So how do you want to make difference? So, and that difference, you're using the same app to build the same, the same app, and you want to have a unique differences that will make you stand out in the society. And that is why we call it technostranius. So before we proceed, we just want to know that your brain is your factory, yes, and that factory that you're using to create innovation and impact on the world, that factory needs your attention. So, and its wellness is your ROI. So you can create what is mentally breaking you. So if the mental space is not habitable, there is no way you will create something that touches the world. So that is why we need something about mental health to take us round our healthy lifestyle. So introducing you to what we have today, agenda, we have number one, the unique stressors of the tech world, the strategies for mental wellness and tech wellness toolkit, the practical strategies, and at the same time, we also have organizational wellness in tech team. Okay. Moving on to the next slide. Sorry, I'm taking you far away. Let me introduce you to MHR before we proceed. MHR is an organization that focuses on relationship buildings. We work for individual couples organization on mental wellness and growth and development, leadership and development. That's what we do. We also offer leadership and development programs. We offer conferences that builds mental health for relationship and company. We take care of the pregnant, the children, everything you can think about, any relationship you can think about, father and mother, mother to child, boss, line manager to employees, and so many more. So that is a brief introduction of what MHR has to offer you. All right, so let's proceed to common mental health challenges in the tech space. Okay, burnout syndrome. That's what we call it, burnout syndrome. This syndrome is actually when you have the mindset that you just want to work. You have a deadline, you have a bunch of things. It happens to me today. I was working on a lot of things severally. So moving from this junction, I didn't stand up from my seat, yes, but moving from one side to another just to ensure that I am being updated. And because of that issue, a lot of things are erupting. So, I have to make up with deadlines. So I'm rushing to do this. So burnout syndrome for you. Imposter syndrome is that mindset that we used to have that we are not good enough for this. It happens to, junior developers. It happens to women a lot. It happens to coders, people that code, software developers and all. Anywhere you find yourself in tech, you will always feel like, I do not know enough. You're always inquisitive to know. Because you know that a lot of things are popping out every day. A lot of innovations are popping out every day. So therefore, the imposter syndrome is inevitable. Isolation, this is clear. Anytime you see anybody having a tech life, they are always isolated. You can sit with your system for 8 hours, just going off to have to, use the restroom, eat meal if possible. Do your prayers if possible. But the point is, you're always isolated. You don't have time to chat to people. You don't have time to mingle. I used to have a client that works with tech experts. Tech experts, you cannot even take your phone into the CCA. So when you're resuming the job, what you do is that you drop your phone outside so that you can concentrate on what you are doing. So we also have what we call anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder has to do with insecurity. Yes. Before we used to have what we call manual inputting of data. When you're inputting data and suddenly something came that, okay, you can't do this, you just need a code to do it. Then the Excel started developing several codes to put that. And those people that are doing it manually, where are they today? They were disposed. So very important. So isolation, anxiety disorder. But one day, this part of the tech that I have specialized on might not be relevant in the society. Sleep dysregulation. Yes, I'm going to give you a very clear example of people that works with the bank. I have a tech person beside me, so I see what is going through when it comes to, having to deal with sleep dysregulation. Because what you are doing, you have two issues that you want to look at. Number one, you have so many tasks on your table that you don't know how to resolve them. Website developer, you have so many codes that you think you could do better, and you're not getting that, you're not getting the I don't know what term they use, but you're not getting it. So you just feel like, okay, how am I going to do it? And then the thought of how you're going to do it to resolve the solution, you take it to bed. Mind you, you would not sleep because the brain is busy searching for solution, to solve that problem. This sleep dysregulation. When it comes to people that works in bank, the bank transfer we are doing, that is so easier for us on the phone. Some people are working on it 24/7. It's a 24 hours job for them. So while you were sleeping and just you remember that, okay, I want to wire some amount of money into this account, somebody's there, the middleman between what you are doing to ensure that your bank, you send the money out of your bank and your bank actually received the alert that you have sent the money. So between the lines, we have people working 24/7 on that. So you have people working at the back end, officer or developer on so many social media tools, be it Facebook, TikTok, whatever we are using. And sometimes we find out that even we ourselves, when we are bored in the midnight, we are working on it. So tech addiction and dopamine fatigue. All right, so that has to do with addiction. Everybody's addicted. Everybody's addicted. It goes to some levels that when you say you are not addicted. I'm gonna give you an example of TikTok. TikTok might necessarily be like it's a social media for us, but it's a marketplace for somebody. It's also an educational institute for somebody else. It's also a place that you place advertisements. It's a place where connection has been built. I'm talking about the positive side of TikTok. So when you are addicted to it, you can find out that you might by 3 hours you're still on TikTok, working on it. So perfectionism and procrastination loop, of course, everybody wants to be perfect. So it took me a lot to be here, even working on this slide as it is. I just wanted to be perfect as much, so I spent a lot of time on it. So it's part of what we have. So core challenges. So I'm going to look at the psychological impact in this dimension. We want to see what part of psychology, what is the impact of psychology in the relevance of the topic we are given to talk about today. So cognitive overload and constant learning curve. So the reality is that tech professionals constantly learn new tools, and the impact is that it leads to overwhelming fatigue and anxiety. Of course, it leads to loss of creative flow. So the psych insight is that the chronic cognitive strain tags this. We are looking at the side of the brain, the neurological aspect of the brain that controls that side, that learning side. That side would lead to a reduction in the functioning over time. That is why you see that it will get to a point. Let's take it like the way the organization has been structured. How has it been structured? You will see that the higher you go, the lesser your responsibility. Yes. How do I mean by the lesser your responsibility? By the time you become a manager, you're managing an HRM for an HRM, for example. By the time you become something like that, you will see that what you have on the table at that moment is coordination. It has to do with managing people, not necessarily innovating. And by the time the office is putting out another request for employee, they are there to recruit people that can create change. So this is to tell us that the higher we go, the lesser the cognitive sides, development. So if you are into tech and you're constantly learning new tools, framework, languages, you're constantly doing that. By the time you get to that level that you ought to be at the manager department, you see that the effectiveness of that status quo would not be accomplished. So that's one of those things. So I'm going to pick it up. The second one that we said is that I'm not good enough, and that's a system. They will find out I don't belong. That is every tech person is always having that anxiety, that feeling of one day they will know that I'm not actually good at this app, I'm just learning. When you got to an interview, do you know about CRM? Have you used CRM before? Somebody said yes. Whereas CRM, you just heard it from somebody, but because you needed the job, you just want to get it. And by the time you get it, you will be scared. You will have that impulse that is like, okay, I don't want people to see that I am underperforming. I don't want people to see the low, the confidence level in me. So some of us are actually very good, but that mindset of the fact that I might not be as good as I think, so that would actually sabotage us. So work-life, the solution. Well, the new norm today is the remote work from home. And of course, because of there are also disadvantages to having to be at home, and the freelance gigs. Freelance means that you have a job, you always have a part-time. It's just like a part-time job. Freelance, anybody can call you when they need your service. So it's never a job of, okay, a normal arranged job. A normal arranged job is never that. So difficulty, detachment from work, disrupted sleep, and all. So I don't want to waste your time. It looks like I have a lot of bunch of things here for you, and I'm just going to pick it. So I'm just going to pick them so that it will make sense to us, as we said. Okay, let's quickly go to some of those things that we need to put in place to get us in shape. As much as you are working, always prioritize yourself. You are working, always prioritize yourself. When was the last time you actually had the mindset that, okay, let's leave the organization out of it? So let me talk about me. Am I stable? Am I stable? We are not looking at just the official word alone. Everything you lay your hands on, you must ensure that it is integrating into your own value. Very important. So if you find yourself in this kind of environment where your mental health is being questioned, so we have somatic integration and granting tools for you to use as your detox mechanism in your daily tech life. So I'm going to take it one after the other. So because I also have a slide that it has that is strategically equipped for this. So if you need this slide, you let me know. So I don't want to touch everything, but it's something you have said before. I want you to know that you're not a machine. You're not a machine building. Yes, you're not a machine. So you're human and you have nervous system. You have emotional needs. You have divine purpose. The more integrated your inner world, the more impactful your outer tech creation becomes. So if we all accept that we are very important, let's take the strategies for mental awareness and technology. Please send me some emojis. Let me see if I'm talking to some set of people here today. Okay. I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah. Let me feel that I'm talking to you. If you're following me, let me know. All right. Thank you so much. So we have daily routines. Daily routines is, we have what we call Pomodoro with the presence, Pomodoro effect. Always take a break to reset. Now, you have 9 hours working. You're working 9 hours. You're working for, you have 7 days in a week. While you're working on this part, you must take a day off for yourself. As an entrepreneur, you're working 7 days. You're always available 24/7. You know, as someone that works in the official world, you are working every Friday, Monday to Fridays, you are working, and then you still want to run personal thing, you know, to upgrade the financial. As much as the finance of the finance department is so important, you should always learn to reset. Now, every day, the white men will have a good structure for this: 9 hours, 1 hour break, 8 hours work. 9 hours, 1 hour break, 8 hours work. So it's your duty to ensure that 1 hour break should not encroach into the working hours. No matter what you are doing, once it is time for your break, take a break off, do some digital play, you know, play with your friends, do some exercises, do something outside, call your family members, call your friends, you know, enjoy your 1 hour break. Let your 1 hour be 1 hour. And that boils into time management. Very important. So we also have what we call the weekly practices. So we call it 1 day tech free. So digital Sabbath, that's what we call it. One day tech-free. There will be a day you should do away from phone, do away from system. The eyes is questioning you as well. The waves, the magnetic waves from all these technology things we are doing, the laptop, the phone, the magnetic waves is selling in our body system, going straight into the nervous system to dissociate what should be important for our own life and upbringing. So if this is what is happening to us, you should take one day tech-free, move out, leave everything that has to do with tech, go to a mountain, go to a beach, go to somewhere very nice, enjoy yourself. With normal people, you have conversation, play some games outside the tech world. Very important. So, reflection journal. What did I learn? Not what did I finish? When you are working, so ensure that while you are also on that one day break, you do not pick the assignment. The official assignments you did not conclude, you did not shift it into that day, because that day is not about what you have done. That day is about how you have enjoyed yourself, what you have learned, not what you have finished. So community practices, very important. You need to have peer checks. You need to have group of people that you enjoy conversations together. Spiritual conversations, political conversations, girly conversation, a manly conversation. So many conversations that, so important. So you need to have peer check. You should have a group of people, a set of people that you converse with. Mentorship, not just skills. A lot of people subscribe for mentorship because they want, what do they want? Because they subscribe because they want to grow. You do not just subscribe for mentorship because you want to grow. So subscribe mentorship not because of the skills development, but also because of your emotional growth. And that is why we have that is why we have some of the platform, some of the spiritual you have churches, you have moxies, you have a lot of places that they just want to, just want to create an environment for your emotional growth. Very important. So if you have this mentorship, so some of us that are mentoring people, please don't just mentor people on what have you finished, okay, what are you doing with the tasks, okay, you're not doing well in this, you must do well. Ensure you're checking up on them. How's the family members? How's the relationship side? How's the health? Generally, a lot of things like that. A lot of tech people they have access to HMO. Have you ever asked yourself why your HMO is so outstanding? It is so outstanding because they know that they are overutilizing your system. And because you are fine, you refuse to go for medical checkup, and that is a question mark on your behalf. So it's very important for you to go on medical checkup, whether you're sick or you're not, to utilize that HMO judiciously to add value to your life. So emotional regulation skills, we have box breathing skills before meetings. So we have 4, 5, 8, 6 breathing. We have, this breathing usually comes at, a lot of us do the breathing, but we do not know that's the breathing. But I'm also going to say it in a two-way dimension to tell you why smoking becomes, if you see a normal standard company, they used to have smoke break. So the smoke break in the instance is actually meant for a breathing exercise. And because a lot of people do not learn to breathe, to do breathing exercise on their own, so what they tend to do is that what they tend to do at that junction is that they went to, they are going to get something that helps them in inhaling and exhaling exercise. Whereas on a normal settings, you do not need an external influence to assist you in that dimension. You can as well sit down, breathe in for 4 seconds, then breathe out for 5 seconds. Breathe in again for 6 seconds, and then breathe out for 8 seconds. If you're breathing out for 8 seconds, that means it's going to be, all right. If I want to take you that exercise, I'm going to attach it into a sad mood, where you have a sad mood. When you want to start crying, you see that crying comes in, the accompanied with the cry is a breathing exercise. The breathing exercise brings the emotional integration, telling the brain that, okay, I want to release the tension. The crying is actually a form of tension release. And that is because before you can actually accomplish that crying technique, you must have breath up to that seconds I mentioned. All right. So so tech self-system care and very important. I have some of those things, some of those things here. Don't let me swipe away so that we can see it. So tech, I'm going to take T for time awareness. You allocating time to recharge. Recharging, yes. You have your tasks on the table. Put all the tasks down. Pick your phone. Go on Facebook. Go on Twitter. Go on anywhere. Charge yourself. Enjoy. You know, talk to a friend. Call family members. Enjoy. So another point is that E for emotional checks in. Emotional checks in are you naming and navigating your emotions. Are you naming and navigating your emotions daily? Very important. What do you feel? So a lot of us feel that, okay, the mental health system is not balanced. In the office, okay, either you're unable to meet up with the tasks given for the day, or maybe there's somebody coming with pressure. Maybe somebody's actually assigning what you don't have, what is not your business into you. I'm going to give it like your JD. What is your JD? And then you have a boss in the office that compiles your JD. If it is not convenient for you, that is navigating your emotions. Sit down strategically. How do I manage this? Are you naming and navigating your emotions daily? What do you think? Was I happy today? Was I sad today? Was it in between today? Was I overwhelmed today? We have a lot of tech apps that would do your mood navigations for you. So you can also check for tech mood apps that controls your mood. Very important. So the third C in tech is connection building. Are you building screen or you're building human connection? A lot of tech guys don't talk to anybody again. They don't have the time to chat anybody again. When you chat them, they give you one word answer. Hey, I'm fine, and that's all. So they do not involve in conversation with humans. They either deal with apps, coding, or AI, as the case may be. Now, are you nurturing human connection or beyond screens? Very important. Then healing processes. Oh, the screen. I don't know why the screen is rushing me because of the time. Healing practices. Are you engaging in intentional healing therapy, journaling, spiritual work, a lot of things like that. So going into your spiritual learning institute doesn't mean that you're religious, but sometimes it's a way to decentralize the pressure in the border system. So it's a therapeutical pressure, therapeutical section to release your tension. So journaling what you feel, having time to document what your mind is thinking. There's also a mind silence, office in the mind of a tech person. A tech person does not have the mind of its own. What he is thinking about is the mind of his goal, not its own. Yes, you must have the time because you have your mind of your own, the mind of your own. And the mind of your own would definitely impact the world in general. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the opportunity you've given me. So, special thanks to Abersoft and for collaborating with Emichara Alliance. So we are here to take you around the world. We work with you. We work with people from 0 to 45. So as much as this, we are indeed so grateful for this great opportunity. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much and stay safe. All right.
Thank you so much, Emichara. Thank you. I trust your solution are going to do justice to it. Even if everybody did not even learn anything, as a tech evangelist, I learned a lot of things. Let me just give everybody what I've learned so far. It's a daily routine. That is I forgot the thing. I'm aware of that strategy. I forgot to, maybe I didn't call it very well. Maybe you just manage like 20 minutes, you achieve the task, you use 5 minutes to just relax. So, and you know that, and it's very, very important because sometimes you will be thinking maybe you are useless and you don't know that you have used all your times. You'll be like, maybe you are solving a particular problem and over 3 hours is yet to be solved. You'll be like you are useless. So that's one of the bad habits in the tech evangelist. And another one is digital Sabbath. That just take a 1 day off that maybe today I will not even touch laptop. I believe if that day comes in, maybe like a festival day like Ileya or a Christmas, whereby you busy, you don't even have an attempt to your system. Another thing is the community practice, whereby you seek to a counselor like MHR that okay, oh, this is how things have been going. And all these things also apply to other people as well, not only on the tech. Because you might be thinking maybe in your field, particular thing is giving you problem, or you are working, you are not seeing the result because you are facing some challenges. And I believe everybody on this call, we have already registered, including our email. So be expecting what's it called? The slide on your email. And to do all the paper, maybe everybody should just type their numbers and also their email address with their full name on the chat box. So we can capture that as well. And before we move to the Q&A session, we are going to give 5 minutes. So one of our colleagues, a message has reached my desk. The person of Mrs. Suf, to just unmute, maybe you have something to tell us. You have the floor, ma'am. Mrs. Nekuye, is she on the call?
Yes, I'm trying to look for her. I don't think she's here. Alaja Riskat, are you here? I don't think she was here earlier, but I cannot find her on the call.
All right, ma. Let's move to the Q&A session. If you have questions, let's see your hands. You raise up your hand with the question mark button. Do you have any question? I believe our speaker has done justice to the presentation. So we thank everybody once again for this wonderful opportunity to spend like 1 hour with us for this Tech for Impact. And we look forward for another program because our program is going to be monthly. So we'll be doing our impact monthly. So be expecting a wonderful something every month. And before we move to the closing remark, maybe Mrs. Nekuye have something to say, or Mrs. Maria have something to say, or in among our participants, do we have anybody that have something to maybe addition or subtraction or a question before we round it up?
Yes, can I come in?
Yes, ma, you have the floor.
Yes, it's just to say that we have 19 of us on this call, and I'm sure that majority of us are young people. We are young people. An entrepreneur is somebody who, will I say, is innovative. Is somebody who thinks outside the box. An entrepreneur is somebody who renders service. Look at the people that we're looking up to today. For example, Davido. Is he working for anybody? Look at Olamide. Let's I'm just mentioning people that we come across every day. Are they working for anybody? Look at them. They have all the degrees in the world. Most of them have parents who have money, but they are doing something for themselves. So for us who are young people, just look inward. What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? Which service do you render free? People will just come to you, Omo Ojo, sorry about me shaking, and you do it perfectly. They know that you know how to do that thing they are requesting of you. How do you turn it to a venture? How do you turn it to a deal? How do you professionalize it? How do you make it to make money? Just look inward. Look at what you are passionate about. Do you love to cook? Do you love to sew? Do you love to do things with your hand? Do you love to arrange? What are you passionate about? Look inward. So many of us are just looking for white collar jobs. When you render 8 hours service for an organization, that organization owes you. That organization is your owner because they will tell you the time to work, they will tell you the time to sleep, they will tell you the time to come to work. But if you are an innovator, if you are an entrepreneur, you work for yourself, all the money comes to you. You sleep when you want to sleep, you wake when you want to wake, you rest when you want to rest. So please let us just look inward. Entrepreneurship is the in thing now. Just look around. Look at what people are doing on social media. Look at content. Look at the way we laugh. Look at how long we stay on TikTok. What can you do? What do you love to do? So we're talking to young people who are on this call. Just look inward and find your passion. Find your passion and go with it and do it very well. Learn about it, study it. If you have an educational background, you have a degree, it enables you to think better. It enables you to arrange things. What did you learn in school about entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship 101. What did you learn? So you can put it to good use. Your passion. You have capability to do those things. So offer it as a service and do deals with it. Do deals with it. Do local deals, small deals. Do mega deals with it. Do it very well and close the deal, just as we have said. So good luck to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. McQueen. Thanks for your wonderful contribution. Do we have anybody to add to it or to have something to say? So you have the floor. All right, MHR, do you have something to say?
Somebody's raising up our hands. The Khalid Antonio is doing that. So
right,
let's hear from
Anthony, you have the floor. Anthony, you have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. It has really been a wonderful experience here because I learned a lot. Right from Mrs. McQueen, thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing that great insights. You have really proved that you are capable in your area of expertise, because making impact is beyond, it starts from creating value, and aside from creating value, you have to ensure that you build capacity in whatever you are doing. So it has really been a nice moment of learning since the program has commenced. And also for the second speaker too, they have really done a great job, because no matter what we do, if we are not mentally stable, it will not enhance our productivity. And I feel like we are now in the tech world. All of us are tech persons. In as much as we use our Android phones, there's no how we can do away with tech. So the analysis you have been able to share with us on how to manage our time, to reduce our screen time, because as much as it is good to be technology driven, you have shown us that we should expect the younger generation to now be born with a bigger eyeball, which is not even I don't really find that pleasant for me, because so there are some strategies we have to start implementing now so that it should allow us be more conscious of how we do our stuff. Too much at times when we do things, too much of that habit, in as much as okay, we are doing all of these things to make impact, to do some other greater things, but then we need to consider the consequences, the positive ones and the negative ones. So the mental session, it has really allowed me know that stability it's very essential in everything we are doing, because tech itself is a very, should I say, complicated field. But then how do we manage it in order to create that coping mechanism for our lifestyle, for our work lifestyle? So thank you very much, and kudos to the convener of this wonderful event. Thank you for bringing this program to us. We are looking forward to more as you have informed us. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you so much. You have something to say before we round it up? So before we now round it up, let me introduce one of my colleagues as well.
Black pen kankan, o wá mú blue pen, o fi change ẹ̀.
One of my colleagues as well, the person of Seri Balogun,
O bọ́ lójú ara ẹ̀. Black pen fi kankan
come
yìí o.
together in Amazon Technology. He has his own brand, but we work together in
Ahmed Oyekon, please mute yourself. Ahmed Oyekon, please mute.
All right, thank you, ma. So we work together in some projects, and one of our ongoing projects about unlock your tech future. So we work together as a team. Can you please introduce yourself, the person of Mr. Seri Badejimeji? If you have one thing to add before we call it today.
Assalamu alaikum to Allah barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
So I would say is Jazakumullah khairan to our mentor, our two key keynote speaker. We appreciate your effort, and we are really glad to have you in our midst. And on behalf of Abasoft Tech, we say a big thank you to you. Assalamu alaikum to Allah.
I mean, it's already 6:29. I promise to do a closing remark by 6:30. Mrs. Mekuye, can you please do the closing remark, and we end the program till the next month?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for finding time to be here. I just want to touch a bit on what our mental health speaker has said, that our eyes are going to be bigger in the next few years. Just as our sister said, that is scary. So I wonder, what do we do about it? Do we reduce our screen time? With that sense of humor, I want to thank Abasoft for putting this together. We look forward to having more of this. Our mental health speaker, thank you so very much for the knowledge that you have shared with us. We appreciate you. For all our speakers that are here, I see my sister Rita on the call. I see so many people on the call. I feel that you have so many young people on the call. For young people to stay on call like this, it means that they are serious-minded people. These are the people that have capacity, they have capability, that are going to make deals, that are going to strike mega deals, not only anchor deals. So for this, we say, please don't forget what we have said here today. Take just one or two with you and put it to good use. We pray that Almighty God will continue to uplift us and uphold us, that our mental health will not be an issue for us, and that we'll be social entrepreneurs who are going to be great people because we are going to be doing good and great people. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Abasoft. You have been good. We appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Bye.
Can we open our mic so that we do the picture to just take the snapping, the snap of our. Can you please on your video so that we can do the video? We are still waiting for others. We are waiting for others. It will not take long. Just wrap it up. So Sheriff, Anthony, Rita.
The number is dropping. The number is dropping now. So let's just do it. The number is dropping. Let's just do it, please.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. So
Thank you,
bye-bye.
everyone. Bye. Bye.